North Korea says the United States is on the verge of committing an act of war and that its reckless, provocative insanity will be met with merciless retaliation from Pyongyang. The U.S.'s transgression is a Seth Rogen comedy due to hit theaters this fall. Ian Hannamansing is with us tonight to explain why North Korea is in a rage. Ian.
Well, Peter, part of the movie was shot right here in our newsroom. Little did we know when we saw Seth Rogen walking around, he was about to set off an international incident. Still, as we watched him film his movie, it should have been obvious this was not your usual comedy. You've made the art gallery here, Robson Square, North Korea.
We have.
You could never have imagined that 15 years ago.
I probably didn't know what North Korea was 15 years ago.
North Korea isn't just the setting. Rogen and his co-star James Franco, playing journalists, want to assassinate the country's leader.
You want to go kill Kim Jong-un?
Totally. I'd love to assassinate Kim Jong-un. It's a date.
The absurdist humor, obvious to any Rogen fan, seems lost on the North Korean regime. Today, this ceremony marked the anniversary of the start of the Korean War, as the country released a stern reaction to the film. The act of making and screening such a movie that portrays an attack on our top leadership is a most wanton act of terror and act of war, and it's absolutely intolerable.
You are entering into the most dangerous country on earth.
Nonetheless, those who know North Korea say Rogen doesn't need to look over his shoulder.
These are the sorts of things that are mostly for internal propaganda purposes, and they do not have, anyhow, in any case, the capacity, as far as we know, the moment to hit or to make their threats come true.
North Korea has been the butt of Hollywood jokes before, though this film, Team America, didn't draw much official reaction. But Rogen likely knew what he was getting into.
It's one of those places, the more we learned about it, the crazier it seemed.
So you actually did learn about it?
Oh yeah, we've actually made up nothing. I mean, every fact in the movie about North Korea is real, which as crazy as it is. And it's one of those things where the more we learned about it, the crazier and crazier we found it to be.
By the way, I watched some of the movie being filmed. It is classic Rogen, irreverent and really coarse. So it'll be interesting to see if the North Korean regime has any reaction once the full movie is released. Peter?
All right, Ian. Thank you. Ian Hannamansing in Vancouver tonight.